it says event. So it means you can only interrupt an event. Or character. So, for example, if I say, and then the girl, and you have the character interrupt, you can be like, interrupt! And you can make me stop, okay? Otherwise, if I say one of your cards, so for example, and it doesn't have to be the exact card. If I say, the girl is caring for the sheep, of course she's a shepherdess. So you can be like, stop, okay? And you yell at me, interrupt, okay? So I'm going to start the story, and I can only play one card per sentence, and I need to say one sentence in between the two. Would you believe this is not a language learning game? Like, I was like, really? Are you sure you didn't design this to be a language study game? But it's not, and I actually use it with my grade 6 students as a PET, you know, the PET test, the Cambridge tests. I use it for the PET oral practice part, because I have to be able to freely speak, and this really, really helps. Okay, so I need to say, I can play a card, and okay, the first card I'm going to play is the river, so the first sentence I'm going to say has the river in it. But I can't just say like card, 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 no. You have to have like breaks in between. You need to talk for a little while. So, once upon a time, there was a beautiful, beautiful land, and in that land there was a gorgeous river that ran through this one forest, and there was this old man, and the old man was really, really, you don't have to match that. You have to listen to what I'm saying, and if I say one of your words, then you throw it down. So this old man was
This old man.
So she picks up the story.
So this old man really liked to go fishing in the river.
No, if you have the card that I said, then you can interrupt.
This old man really liked to go fishing in the river.
Okay.
And one day she caught a fish, a very, very big fish. She caught a very, very big fish. And then when he was gonna cook the fish jumped out of the pan and became.
Ooh, interrupt! Transformation. Transformation. He became. Because she said it became, so I interpret that to mean the fish is going to change into something. Okay? Transformation. It became a wonderful girl. And the girl said, "Oh, Mr. Fisherman, thank you for saving me. An evil, evil witch trapped me in."
Okay. This evil witch, okay? This evil witch actually was a child inside its body. Okay, child. He wants to, make his dream come true since when he was little, he was mistreated. Okay, so this day he tried to set a trap. To catch somebody, and then he can use that city guy, to help him build a tower.
Okay, she wins.
I still have my card.
Oh, you don't? Okay, keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah. And why does he want to make build out a tower?
Interrupt! Something is revealed! Something is revealed. Okay, so, why did he want to build a tower? Well, nobody knows why he wanted to build a tower. It's a huge mystery. And then the old man says, "Listen, crazy little girl, I don't understand this story. It sounds like something out of a book." And the girl says, No, it's totally true. This story it's my life. It's real. And I don't understand why you're being so cruel to me. And sir, why can't we just go back to the tower and talk about why it needs to be built? And I totally forgot the story.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead.
Argument.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Arguing,
Yeah, I
yes.
say, all right, you say interrupt. They are arguing.
Yeah, so they kept on arguing, and they decided to have a big fight to decide who's right. So, fight starts.
Can I interrupt since I have an event card?
Yeah, a fight starts. You
A
can
fight
interrupt.
because he was old and she's really young. Interrupt. Who told you that she was young? Actually, she is an old
So this game can be used, as I just showed you, as a sort of demonstration game. And then you can break it up into little groups and have the kids do it. And then there's another factor in the game that I actually often leave out because people often find it too complicated. They're called ever after cards. And what they are is your happily ever after is the ending. And so it was transformed back into human form. The reason for this is sometimes it's too easy to play your last card and then you win. So what they do is they make it so that you have to make whatever the story is make sense for your ending. And you have to talk until you can make it make sense. And because you have to keep talking, there's a chance someone else can interrupt you, which makes the game go longer. So if you want it to drag out, you do this. Now, the reason I say that I'm disappointed that I don't have the one called I, Dark Lord, is it's a very similar game to this, but it's a little more fun, because what it is there's a dungeon master, and he's like this evil demon, and he's very, very mean, okay? And then each of you have these different cards, and I'm angry at you because you failed whatever your mission is. So I'm like, why did you fail? And you have to play an excuse card, and you have to, on the ship, and the same kind of thing. You're still telling a story, but it's about it's making excuses. And you're like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault because it's her fault because when we were on the ship, she stole all the money because she's greedy. And I'm like, oh, isn't that interesting? Why did you do that? And so this one is a little more open language. That one is a little more fun because, I mean, who doesn't like accusing each other of things? It's not my fault, it's her fault. And I played the other one as well, and it can get quite silly. This game is called No Thanks. This game is, you could use this with a deck of cards. You can play with the deck of cards. Basically what it is the cards are decreasing value, and you put the cards on top of each other, and your score is the lowest card. So if you have 14, 10, and 9, your total score would be 14 plus 10 plus 9, right? But if you had 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, your final score would just be 9, because they're matching cards. And then what happens is a card gets turned over, and you all have some little chips, like little tiny poker chips. You could use poker chips. You could use 1 NT coins. And you put it on the card and you say, no thanks, I don't want that card. But what you could do, instead of saying no thanks, is you could do some sort of vocabulary practice, some kind of sentence pattern, whatever it is that you're trying to drill the students on. For example, they have to make a sentence in past perfect continuous tense. And if they can't make the sentence in past perfect continuous tense, then they have to take the card. They can't pass on it. And then what happens is everybody passes on the card, somebody finally takes it, and then you add up the points at the end of the game. It's really simple, and I can show you a little bit later if you want to see how to play that one. And again, this is one that you don't need the game. You could do it with a deck of cards. Alright, and this one is, it all starts and ends with apples to apples. Again, this game is not a language, like it's not, these games, some of these games, I swear the person who designed them was going, alright, now how can I teach English using a game? Like, I am convinced. Alright. Red cards. Red cards are mostly nouns. Now, unfortunately in this version, there's a lot of sort of like American actors and things like that. Basically what I do is I just have the students